Welcome back to the review, folks. Here we have a homage watch to the Panerai 3646 radio mirror PAM. This one basically is custom made. It has a matte green military dial on it, which is completely matte. It has the sunken hour markers with the luminous super luminova on all the hour markers, and they're sunken into the dial, as you can see. This one has the luminous hands on it. Now this thing is really luminous when it glows like a torch. The stainless steel is completely polished. It's 316L stainless on this watch. It has an onion crown. The crown is screwed in for water resistancy. So it's basically screwed in. Now this one has the wired lugs on the case here, and the wired lugs are screwed in through the back. So it's a completely different system. But you're talking back in 1936 when they came up with this. This was a collaboration when the original ones was from Panerai were made. They were made by Rolex, and Rolex made the cases and the mechanisms for the original Panerais. Panerai, what they made was the radiation, the radio mirror, which basically means that the luminous markers were radiation, which basically was horrible for the workers that were working on the plants, making these dials. They were putting the paint in, and they didn't know that the radiation was giving them all kinds of health problems. And some of the people that made them, the ladies that made them, they passed away off of health issues. And then finally they found out that that the radiation was causing all kinds of issues health-wise with the workers. Back then, Rolex used to make cases and mechanisms for different manufacturers. As you can see, it looks very similar to a Rolex. It has the screwed down crown. This is way before Panerai made their locking system, and it's just a really nice combination between those two companies to make this watch. They made it for the Italian Navy, the Navy frogs, basically the frogman, and that was back in the Mussolini era, where when the Italians were in World War II and they were fighting with the Germans against the other countries like the U.S. and Britain and France and all these other countries. The case back is screwed down case back, stainless steel screwed down case back. And this one has the ST3600 mechanism, I think. I'm not sure now. I think it does. Now, it's the same as the Unitas 6497. Either way, it's basically the same mechanism. Now I think ETA is making this mechanism again, and they're charging like $400 to make it, but it was discontinued for a long time. This used to be a pocket watch mechanism, and it's a 17U manual wind movement, and this one's highly decorated. It's got decoration just like the original Panerais when they had the Unitas at one point. So this one has a crystal, exhibition crystal in the back. The watch is all solid stainless steel, as you can see. Stainless steel all through and polished. The watch has incredible lume. I'm going to show you a lume shot in a few minutes. I'm going to give you a wrist shot of the watch. And here's a wrist shot, folks. As you can see, it wears well. It's 45 millimeter, but it doesn't feel like a 45 millimeter. As a matter of fact, it feels very comfortable. It's 13 millimeters deep and thickness, and it's got a really comfortable tan strap on it with a stainless steel buckle. This strap is very, very comfortable. It wears very well on the wrist. Doesn't slide off. So it's a really comfortable watch to wear, as you can see. Let me go ahead and try to get you a loom shot of this watch. And here's a loom shot of the watch, folks. As you can see, it's like a torch. Just came in the house, and this thing is just incredible. It's got super luminova all the way through. This is just a great watch. It's a homage watch to the original, but it's just a really, really nice watch. Very well made. Overall, folks, I really like the style of this watch. It's basically goes back to the 30s. This watch is going to be auctioned off on eBay by seller 14 Dolphins 1, and I'm going to try and leave a link below so you can go ahead and go to the site if you want to purchase it. It's going to be used. Once you screw out the crown, sometimes it goes to the second position instead of the first. To wind it, you just have to push it back to the first position and then wind it and then close it up, screw it back in. But other than that, I'll tell you, it's super, super accurate, and it's a phenomenal watch. Thanks for watching the review.